Well, hi, good morning. So today markets are looking quite subdued. So first of all, let's have some few pointers here. Asia Qs are looking subdued, slightly negative. So markets, if they start on a negative note, it would not be surprising. The second point would be that where are the support for market 9920 to 9950, that is the support area. After that 9800 would be the next support area. 9800, 9900, I will give very high importance because a lot of writing has been done around there. What's my view around that? I think the markets are not going to break. Breaking that is highly unlikely. If it breaks that, it means that that will come with very high volumes, and which will also imply that the entire expectation of markets going to 10,500 or 11,000, that will basically get negated because near term sentimental damage will be huge. So whatever data I have seen yesterday, that tells me that mid caps actually they bounced back almost 1% from the lows of the day, and usually a bear market or a weak market doesn't do that. It is just telling you that traders right now are basically hedging their positions because the CB circle also created some sort of nervousness. So there was some sort of good hedging being done. So because of that hedging activity, you were seeing some sort of seesaw movement in the Nifty. The data I'm picking up is that there were long addition, the bullish positions being created in the Nifty and Bank Nifty futures, and that just tells me that the texture of the market has not been spoiled, it has not deteriorated. Then we actually talk about the Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty basically is 24,260, 25,200, a broad range of 900 points is where actually the Bank Nifty is playing out. Today again, if it starts rallying, then 710 to 750, that would be the resistance area, and once you cross that, you automatically move towards 25,000. The next question comes is, we talked about the index. What should be the focus today? I will go out of the index and I will actually see what are the metal stocks doing. Base metal prices, commodity prices, they have shot up very sharply. Aluminum basically was up 5% in China trade. In LME trade was up around 2 to 3%. Copper has actually crossed 6400. Zinc basically is looking very good. Again, so overall the base metals were having a party. With respect to that, Vedanta Hindalco, which has been actually seeing a good rally, I think those stocks should continue rally, right? There is it's a very obvious common thing that it's good for them. Then the second rung stocks like Hindustan Copper, National Aluminium, Nalco, as we say, NMDC, the results actually are due today, but it's looking very solid. Some good buying was seen there. So entire metal pack is looking really good. Tata Steel, some good long additions were being seen there. So my first preference of strength would be Vedanta, Hindalco, NMDC. Second, because there was some buying in Tata Steel also, you can actually also just continue to watch that. Apart from that, Century Textiles saw good buying, good actually traction was being seen there. And I would watch out Sun Pharma very carefully. The tarot results were very bad, so perhaps Sun Pharma could break some very key support levels. 500, I think below, once it starts trading below 500, 480, it's going to look very weak. But then the question will come fundamentally, how much you can fall further. Actually, you've already corrected 20% in the last 30 days. You down to 500, and once you were actually about 1000, so there is a limit to what you can correct. Just be cautious around that. Now Cipla again, just watch out. Cipla was showing signs of early accumulation. Tarot results perhaps could be slight sentiment dampener, but if during the day it starts recovering, it is one stock which is really showing some signs of accumulation and turning around. So just be cautious on what you are trying to short and what you're trying to buy. And then lastly, I will just say, in terms of small caps, slightly be cautious. SEBI circular is trying to create some sort of nervousness for the next few days. Even the telecom stocks, there is a IMG meeting which is going to happen about 5 to 7 days from here. So some sort of sentimental push up towards the upside could be seen, but then I would think that's going to fizzle out once the geophone starts basically geophone starts to come back in the talks around 15th August. I think just 1 or 2 days back, I think that sort of thing will also come into play. So I think that's all about sentimental play, high risk play. Why do you want to go into that when you have actually a metal play, or you could find something really good fundamentally? So that is what I'm thinking. There is nothing major striking in the results so far. So just narrow down your focus and just slightly be more risk focused, and then just play on your strength which you like. Perhaps today I'm liking metals. I would say RIL is also not looking too bad, and all of the stocks which I've talked about, just see on those, and the markets are not looking too bad. So have a good profitable day, and I will see you later.